March Brown Rooster Tail. Let's give this a whirl. What do you... Whoa, that's a big one. Whoa, that's a big one. Okay. Oh. Ah. 3 pounds, 2 ounces. All right, everybody, we're gonna get back at it over here. We're gonna go see if we can catch us a trout for dinner in this pond. This pond is just loaded with trout. Curious what otter poop looks like. That's what it looks like, and that is fish scales. So that's otter poop. That's what it looks like, and that's fish scales. It does look pretty old. I don't see a lot of other scat around for them. So that's what otter scat looks like. It's got fish scales in it. Looks real weird because it's got all those scales because they are eating fish, right? Tough part about tying knots when it's cold, man. Your fingers, you can't feel anything. Especially, and then you're trying to hold this like 4-pound line. Actually, this might be 6. But it's meant to be like trout line because it's really fine. Alright, I got something. It's not very big. It's a bass. That's not a terrible bass for this place. That's for sure. That's a good one. He's about 9 inches, 10 inches. So fast. Can't even get it. Okay, there we go. That's a trout. Or a big bass, one or the other. Oh, it's a bigger bass. Yeah, he's fighting. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, much better. That might be one of the biggest ones I've caught out of here. Hey, look at him. He's got big red lips. Look at that. That's 12 inches. Heck yeah. Nice bass. Very nice bass. There he goes. Oh man, another bass. Dude, wearing the bass out today. Wow. This is a great day for bass fishing, apparently. Man, he almost looks like the one I caught a little while ago. He's pretty though. They're kind of yellow in here. Let's see, he was close to the bank too. But the trout are definitely active today. I've seen a couple of them hit the top of the water. Maybe that's the problem. They're up high, they're not down low. But the bass are just smacking. I'm about to take another water temperature here because it's a little easier for me to get to what is more likely to the water temp, just to get a reading. Yeah, it's saying it's even colder over here. It's saying it's like 40, 41, 42, something like that. Let him just run off, burn off some energy. So it was raining yesterday, and it is windy, pretty windy today. It's cold, but it ain't that cold. But so far I'm having a heck of a bass fishing morning. I've already caught 3, and I've caught one of the better fish I've caught out of here for bass anyway. So we'll see. We're gonna keep going. I'm trying to catch a trout for dinner, you know. But maybe I'll hang that lunker bass that I know's got to be hiding in here somewhere. Something's making those little bass, you know. Oh, that's got to be another bass. Yes, sir. You just, oh wow, you hit that rock. Yes, sir. We just landed these bass this morning. Love it. It's bass fishing day, huh? Holy cow. It's bass fishing day. Beautiful fish. Golly, I didn't even think about that. My camera's in a different spot. That's a nice bass. Actually, heck, my camera's moving so low. I'm not even showing it. It's too high when I'm holding it, so it's probably fixing that. All right, hold on, little buddy. We're gonna let you go back in the water. There he goes. Oh yeah, whatever that is, it's good. Oh man, you're kidding me. That felt so good. Another little bass. Dude, just gonna let him go like that. Okay, got another little bass. Man, am I catching all the same fish? Oh no, that's a better one. Not much better, but better. All right, nice. Nice fish, beautiful. All right, buddy, hitting that bass action. Whoa. There he goes. March Brown Rooster Tail. Let's give this a whirl. What do you think? That might be interesting. That could be fun. Okay. Whoa, that's a big one. Whoa, that's a big one. Whoa, that's a good fish. Oh, that's a good one. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh. Okay. Oh. Ah. Man. Well, that's why you bring a net. Crap. That was a good one too. All right, I got this one hooked good. About equal size. Oh, if I could just get him up here. Whoa, plots. Oh, yep, that might very similar fish. All right, good. Oh, okay. Watch out. Shh. Plots. Good plots. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. Oh, 18-inch trout. Well, that's still a beautiful trout. I bet you he weighs 3 pounds, 2 ounces. It's a nice 3-pound trout. Good trout for dinner. All right, there we go. That's a good one. We got him hooked up. Oh yeah. Put that pressure on him. Put that pressure on him. Woo! Yes, you just gotta love it. Oh boy, is he pretty. Oh, he's got a pretty fish. Oh, don't get me underneath that. Oh. Man, is he good. Oh, bruh, that's a good fish. He is just ripping my line. Oh, look at him just pulling that drag out. I must have him hooked good. Oh, I must have him hooked good. Man, I'm telling you, this thing is no joke. This must be a 4-pound fish, or more. Man, it's like a salmon. Oh. Oh, wow. Hook came out right at the water. Nuts. Freaking nuts. The hook came out right at the water. All right, he is in good shape. She, whatever she is, we're gonna get a measurement and a weight. Man, look at that. Oh, I think I've caught this fish before. Look, there's the mark. Unless an otter bit another one. Let's get an idea here how long it is. So it's definitely going to be up there, I'll tell you that much. Almost, yeah, right shy of 21. No way. 3 pounds 10 ounces. Golly, that thing fought like a hammer, man. Well, I said it was going to be tricky. I can't believe that fish had that much fight left in it after all that. Whew. Fired up. There's old doggo. Back again here in the kitchen. Got Rusho the dog. And we're going to finish up some of this salmon. So this will be another iteration. So here I'm going to smoke the salmon. I know I made a video of this before, but I'll just redo what I've done before so people can see it, and I'll actually try to get it on the grill, some shots of it on the grill. So here we go. So, you know, here's how I do it. I'll get my salmon or trout. I cook them the same way. I smoke them the same way. So I get that garlic salt. And like I said, it doesn't matter what you use as long as you use garlic salt. This, I feel like, is like the basis of flavor profile that helps fix it. But that being said, I have tried to cook this in the oven and it's terrible. I wouldn't cook this in the oven under any circumstances unless I was starving to death and I had no other option. I'm definitely going to put this on the grill, 100%. Simple. Brown sugar. Not so much that you're making candy, but enough that you could put a small, thin coat, just enough to make it kind of gritty, like a small coat of, like a small layer of sand. So just barely, you can't even tell it's on there, but just where you could barely feel it, right? That's kind of what we're looking for. Very thin coat. I always put a little Tony's on everything. Doesn't take a lot, just a little. Gives it a little bit of cayenne pepper, a little salt, a little pepper. It's good. Use this exact brand. It has to be more of a syrup style than a like the really watery kind, right? I think Sweet Baby Ray's is very good. So that's my recommendation here. And let me tell you, you could eat salmon or trout anywhere you want, any restaurant. I don't think it comes out this good. A lot of it is the smoky flavor. So we're looking at the grill. Fire's over here, coals going. No coals going. Top rack. away from the heat. This is how I like to do it. I'll soak some real wood, like apple wood, and I'll soak it in water, and then I'll throw it on this sometimes. I mean, it doesn't necessarily need it, but now I'm gonna come in later on, and I'm looking for the sweat bubbles. So there'll be like fat sweating through this that'll bubble up here. Oh, Russia watching the fire too. So, fire. Here's a cheap trick. Let's say you don't want to do the smoking with the wood. I got some apple wood grill master, and I could just give a light coat of that, which it has brown sugar in there too. And I got some pork chops that I'm also cooking, because why let the fire go to waste, you know? Okay, here's a great example of what I'm looking for. You see all that sweating, looks kind of like it's the fat. It's almost like butter. As soon as that starts to come out, that's when I start taking it. Hoping the light can catch it a little better, but hopefully you could see it almost looks like butter being manifested on top of it. And that butter is actually the fat starting to liquefy in there. As soon as that happens, I cut it out, and typically you still get it very pink and juicy inside and delicious. So I'll make salmon croquettes out of one of these fillets. It'll probably be tomorrow. It's already getting kind of late, so I'll just throw this in the fridge for the night and then make salmon croquettes with it tomorrow. All right, back at it again. So this is the next day. We're gonna make trout cakes, trout croquettes, however you want to call it. It's like a salmon croquette, kind of like a crab cake. That's very much what we're doing. So you don't need a lot of stuff. They usually do this with a can of salmon. We have the smoked trout that I made yesterday. So I'm gonna take the smoked trout, I'm gonna get that, make sure there's no bones in it. We'll use that. So how we're gonna start here, first of all. So first things first, I have a quarter red onion, roughly. It's a quarter to a third of a red onion, and one stalk of celery. Celery can be very strong. You don't need a lot of it. There's a quarter stick of butter. We're gonna saute the vegetables in a quarter stick of butter. How about that? I'm gonna add a little bit of minced garlic, roughly about a clove and a half, clove or two, of minced garlic in there. We're gonna put a dash of Worcestershire sauce. This smells good enough to eat all by itself, because that Worcestershire sauce and that butter blend together like magic. Pure magic. Like a Disney movie. So next what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna let that chill and cool down a little bit. So it's sauteed enough because we are gonna cook these cakes again. So there you go, I'm just gonna throw that into a mixing bowl. We got some panko breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put that in there. So more or less, I wanna mix it up. Again, Tony's just, he wants to be in everything. And that's where we put him. And mix that up a little bit. So I need it to cool down a little bit before I add the egg. So most of these recipes call for mayonnaise. But guess what? The mayonnaise is cool, so it has an opportunity to reduce the heat in here. So I'll throw some mayonnaise in. Alright, mix it up. Take an egg. Recipe calls for 1 large egg, I guess. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see like I'm kind of you kind of press and form it. So that's going to help us make our little cakes. Here's the fish that I smoked, right? There's some pieces of it. There is some bones right there that we don't get rid of. So I'm going to cut around that. Normally you just eat around it whenever you're eating the smoked trout, you know. So I'm going to take some of these pieces and just drop them in. So a lot of these recipes just use canned. We don't need to use canned because we got plenty. So now I just want to fold in that salmon that I put in there. Sorry, that trout that I put in there. You want to fold that in. Alright, so I've mixed up the trout and the breadcrumbs, etc. Now I'm just going to form that into patties, and then I will lightly flour that and I will pan fry it. So I'm just going to take and throw some flour back in here. Right? So I'm just putting flour in there. I'm going to turn my skillet back to kind of like a medium heat. I'm going to take one of these little croquettes, right? And I'm just going to throw it in the flour real quick, right? And so it'll come out kind of like it's been coated in powdered sugar. And really what all that's doing is just adding another layer of protection for it whenever it gets fried, right? So what we're going to want to do here, probably tongs, maybe your best bet to use the most control, is just kind of flip it, see where we're at. So that could definitely cook a lot longer. See what this side looks like. This side will probably look right. Yeah, that's more what we're looking for. There you go. Just a little bit of crisp on the outside. I'll let the other side try to get there. Alright, so let's go ahead and give one of these a try. I'll let you know. Oh yeah, that's where it's at. I go back in for a second. Oh, that was it. That was it. That's pretty doggone good. I could add a little bit more salt and stuff, but you could always make a sauce at a bare level. This is pretty awesome. If you like crab cakes, let's see, crab cakes, salmon croquettes, definitely recommend trying with trout. This is really good. You just don't want to stop eating it, you know. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing. We'll catch you on the next one.